Hey, this is James from All Hail Internal Combustion. Got some work to do on the John Deere STX 46, which is now a 38 because we changed the deck. And wanted to give the grass one of the final cuttings for the season before fall and winter kick in. And of course, the damn mower broke down. We lost the electronic clutch that's up underneath of the deck that turns the deck on and off. They're like $160 for a halfway decent one. So what we did is we took the one off old Scrappy to Parts mower and put that on here. And then we found out that not only with the clutch was bad, we found out that our switch to turn the clutch on and off was bad too. So I went ahead and bought a waterproof switch, a Tractor Supply, and a new ignition. And I've got it wired up so that the deck can't be turned on and off if the key is off, which is the way it was before. But I figured since those switches are from the late 90s, it's probably time to change them both, because the date code on this here seat is 97, and that's off old Scrappy to Parts mower. So I went ahead and rewired the switches, put new switches into it. And then, of course, something else is going to go wrong, because, you know, things can't just go right most of the time. The carburetor started leaking like a sieve. And I'm like, you know what? I bought another carburetor for the other mower. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and throw the new carburetor on that one. And I ran into a bit of a problem. I started the mower up, and the mower was running at just above idle, and it wouldn't go any higher. And I'm like, well, damn, what the hell's going on? Is the carburetor a piece of crap? So I pulled the carburetor back off of it, and I started looking real close at it. And as you can see, the new carburetor is over here on the left-hand side. Well, if you take a look at this arm here, you'll see that the arm on this says made in Mexico, so I don't think it's a factory carburetor, but the arm on this is a little bit shorter. This arm right here is quite a bit longer, and the problem I was having with it is that it's actually hitting and dragging up in here. You can see where it was getting stuck by the dirt line. So that was not allowing the carburetor to open all the way and get this thing up past idle. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to shave a little bit off the outside of this arm up here, put it back on and see if that works. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to have to make a little bit of a spacer, because I don't want to take the chance to try and bend this arm out, because I might snap it off the end of the shaft and then I got a garbage carburetor. So I'm going to go ahead and shave that down a little bit and see if it actually works this time. Alright, so I went ahead and shaved a little bit off of this carburetor, and as you can see, I've got clearance now to where it's not rubbing anymore. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more off of this spot here, but I do have the carburetor on and I got it crushed down. The air box gets in the way of doing all this, so I just put some sockets on there to pull the gasket in so I can make sure I'm going to have clearance. I'm just going to take a tiny bit more off that one side, and I think that should do it for getting this carburetor to work. So let me do that, and we'll put this thing back together and fire it up and make sure it has full throttle. As you can see, it's up and running. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys before I stop the video, if you've got one of these ones with a Kohler command on it, this right here is your rectifier regulator. You got AC voltage from the stator coming in on the outside. If you put a test lead here and a test lead to ground, which is usually a wire on these motors, when the engine is off, you should be getting battery voltage here. And when you start it up, it'll climb up above 14. On this particular one, it's like 14.5. So if you're getting your voltage out here, then you want to go on back to your battery and do the same thing and jump across your leads there. And that's how you check to make sure you don't have a wire out of place and that your battery is actually getting charged up by your rectifier regulator. So this thing is good to go. I'm going to put the trailer back onto it. Got some stuff to move around the yard, and I've got to start working on the El Camino and getting that thing ready for a VIN verification, and we're hoping to take it to Carlisle in a couple weeks. So, yay Carlisle. Make sure you like and subscribe. All hail internal combustion. See y'all next time.